Oh. Yeah. Hi. Wait. Can I go up this and fire a bow? What am I holding on to? Do I have like super thighs? Maybe I do. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Got them thick thighs. That's right. Hi.
You.
Oh wait, look, all the. I know we've had this conversation before.
What?
It's just rational. Our escape isn't worth the lives of everyone here.
I hate.
So we definitely talked to her before. But we can't say anything to the head honcho about it. Oh. Maybe it like breaks the time-space continuum or something if we mention to him that we know what's going on. Okay. Probably a tough one. Alright, so we need to, at this point, we need to let the vote happen. And
so you survived.
See who's going to not vote for our boy.
I hope you have a good... you've returned.
Ah, here we go.
Me? You know... Come now. You see, but he was... And when... The next time... I mean, sick... Mo and yet big.
Okay, this is all normal stuff. You're sick.
I couldn't care less what you think.
Hand over the key.
Why?
It's the right thing to do.
You and your pathetic morality. Nobody cares about your opinions, least of all me. Understand that to me, you've never been anything more than a useful idiot, and you're no longer useful.
Ow. Sitting over.
I certainly hope not. In fact, I want it to go on and on forever until you wither and die like Al did, and the gods send yet another useful idiot to extend my life for me.
Wow! I'll find a way to break the cycle and you with it.
What are you going to do? Beg the gods for help? They don't care about you, and neither do I. Now, get out of my villa. I'm bored with you.
Ha ha! Oh, I love it. What a dick!
On your best behavior, I trust.
Before we do this, save it.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians.
You talking about Scintilla?
Oh, you...
I found her. Your father's been keeping her tied up in the upper cistern.
What? Is this...
No joke.
No, surely not. Father, is this true?
I'm afraid it is.
I don't understand.
Oh!
Why would you do such a thing?
Because she found a way out. And if you're wondering why I'm telling you this, it's because you're never going to remember any of it. All I have to do is commit a sin, and the day will begin again. Watch this. I'm going to kill you now.
The many shall
You dick! You just loaded your save game! You ass! He just save scummed! Oh, what a dick. Okay. Wow. So this is what it feels like. This is what all those games have felt like.
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my weapons.
Oh, my lord. This, oh, it hurts. That's right. My, how the turntables. Simon! Thank you for all the cozy vibes and good vibes during challenging times. You are all a lovely bunch and wishing you all the best. 64 months from our buddy Simon Verhoeven. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate that, Simon. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I think it's getting later in the day. I wish I could speed up time somehow. Because we basically want to get to the... Oh, wait. We can talk to the temple lady and make her do it early, can't we? Let's do that. Where is the temple lady? Do we talk to you?
Whatever's in that great temple up there. Hello there. Well,
The right price, I'll tell you where you can get your own.
now you're talking.
5,000 denarii.
Oh, that's a little excessive.
Think of it as an investment. A few little coins in exchange for riches beyond your imagining.
All right, all right.
In that case, the deal's off.
Wait. Let's...
You have to take your chance, I'm afraid.
I suppose you're right. All right, you drive a hard bargain, but here's your money. Now, the location of that bow.
Oh, I can send him to die.
What? But I already knew that, you imp. I can't take that golden bow because stealing from the goddess in her
Oh, I
own
told him
shrine
it's in there and he can't
is a
take it.
golden rule. You promised to tell me where I could get one of my own.
You can take it and you'll be able to keep it for the rest of your life.
What is this? Some kind of joke?
You gave me what I wanted and I gave you what I promised.
I don't believe this is happening.
We just scammed the scammer. I do love a good loophole.
Don't even talk to me.
Oh, that was great. That was fantastic. And we just got 5,000 denarii off him. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. What's in here? Anything in here? Whoa. Anything in here? Whoa. What is this? Wait, we've been down here. Maybe? Maybe not? What the... Oh! This is Kibosh?
Come and join me by the fire. Welcome. May I ask your name?
Who are you? I'm Cohh.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
I found this place by accident.
Then perhaps the fates brought you here to learn the secrets of this place. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I've been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you. Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule?
Oh. Pluto, god of the underworld.
Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute. Very few come to that realization before their time
Is this
in the sun
Pluto?
is over. Now, will you join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue?
Okay, sounds easy enough. That's a terrible thing to say.
Wonderful. Then let me begin with a question. Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
I'm not sure, it's a complex question.
You are an overthinker too. We're the same then. It is probably why I became a philosopher. But if you struggle with right and wrong normally, then down here with the Golden Rule, surely your struggle can only have become more difficult.
It is.
Well, that's reassuring. And the truth is, you're not alone. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable, because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves as good people. But under the Golden Rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, we need to know the rules. Whose version of right and wrong?
That is an excellent question, and it leads directly to my next line of inquiry. So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing?
If there is, I don't know it. I don't think so.
Are you sure? Or is it possible that humans simply haven't figured out the right system yet?
I think there's no such thing as a correct morality.
So is it up to each of us to decide what right and wrong mean to us individually? Or must we simply follow the laws and customs of whichever community we're in?
I think we need to decide for ourselves.
So if a man feels that stoning to death his unfaithful wife is right, then is it right?
No, because it's not for me.
I agree. But why? Didn't you just say right and wrong depends on the individual?
Well, from the perspective. If he feels right to kill his wife, then he's confused or sick.
I see. So you get to decide right from wrong, but people who see things differently are not allowed. What makes you special?
I'm not diseased or sick. Empathy, it's a cornerstone of human morality.
Empathy, the emotion? Let me ask you this. Imagine you were forced to choose between the death of your beloved spouse and the death of two innocent strangers. Knowing there will be no legal consequences, who would you mark for death?
My spouse.
A high-minded ideal, but I'm not
Sorry,
sure
Lane, I love you, girl.
believe that. Our empathy, like a siren song calling us away from our true path, would lure us toward the greater evil. Can such a beguiling thing be a reliable cornerstone for anything, let alone the perfect moral code?
What's your point?
My point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong.
I said that too. Yeah.
If there is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need them, and evil people will always find a way around them.
I like it.
And so we must accept our limitations, and the sad truth that no human society will ever achieve the utopia for which it strives.
Okay.
In mathematics, we would call it an asymptote, a line that can be approached but never reached. Because the only way to create a utopia is with the ever-present threat of force, such as the Golden Rule. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs when he first appears as a protector. And life under tyranny is no utopia at all.
So he's saying that life in an environment where there's a force always preventing you to do the right thing is no utopia at all. So the debate is, are you living in a utopia? Let's not say the golden rule, but if people just dropped dead whenever they did something terrible, would that be a utopia? Would being in an environment where no one could do things that were considered wrong, is that a utopia? But then that would go back to the whole premise of who decides what the rules are. Life under tyranny is no utopia at all. So the premise is that everyone around you would be choosing to do the right thing, not being forced to do the right thing. Because for anyone being forced to do the right thing, that is not a utopia. For them. I could agree with that. Yeah. Okay. Like, if you don't agree with the rules, if you're not naturally doing those, then that is obviously not a utopia for you.
I'm glad to hear that. In any case, thank you for humoring an old man. I would be happy to answer your questions.
What's your story?
You mean, how did I end up living alone in this cave with nothing but these relics of the past?
I think that's what I'm asking, yes.
It's a long story.
Listening.
I was a quarrelsome young man. At 19, I left Corinth for Rome to study rhetoric at one of her finest academies, so I could argue more forcefully. Back then, I used to enjoy verbally sparring with everyone I could, and I was good. One night, I found myself in a tavern in an argument with a drunk mercenary. It became heated, he drew a gladius, and I won the argument, but lost my life. I woke up on the banks of the Styx at a campfire opposite Karen. Of course, I tried to persuade her to let me return, but even with all my skill, I failed. I settled in.
Man, this guy
made
picked up quick.
friends and learned what I could, quickly realizing our little community faced certain death under the Golden Rule. So I began looking for a place to hide underground. Fortunately, I found this place waiting for me. You see, I was not the first to take refuge here. I returned to my friends above, persuaded them to join me, and 12 of us descended for the last time to live out our days hidden from Hades' tyranny.
Hades, you mean Pluto?
They are one and the same. The Romans call him Pluto. But long before that, my people called him Hades.
It always comes back to Hades. I tell you. Why can't you return to the surface?
My generation was wiped out, turned to gold, many years ago. My friends and I were able to avoid the same fate by hiding down here. I think it's safest to assume that if I was to return, Hades would realize that his furies hadn't finished the
damn,
job.
he was from a different cycle.
He'd send them after me again.
He was from a different cycle. Oh, that's crazy. Interesting.
I fear that if you were to utter my name in the city, even by mistake, that Hades would hear you and know I am still alive.
Where's everyone else?
I'm afraid I am the only one left. There were 12 of us in the beginning, but one by one, my friends passed away. Some from malnutrition, others from madness and despair. It has been lonely. Before my unexpected visit from Cohh some weeks ago, I'd not seen another person in many, many years.
My unexpected visit from Cohh. How have you survived down here?
Living in darkness is not without its challenges. The first challenge is diet. Fortunately, I found that eating fresh fish provides most of the nutrients I need. And sometimes, when there are Greek people living up above, I surface at night and salvage the offerings they've left in the temple of Demeter. The greater challenge is the isolation, so I like to imagine arguments where I argue both
Cohh, get the
sides.
damn fish!
But
I will, thank you.
like so many things in life, arguments are better with a partner. As you wish.
Do you know a way out of here?
Ha! If I did, would I be living like this?
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Did we not discuss it at length already? Oh, I see. You're toying with me. Ha!
Do you know where I can find a plaque that was removed from the obelisk?
You seek the plaque bearing the Egyptian inscription.
I do.
It is a cursed object, and I would be happy to give it to you if Cohh had not already taken it.
Where's Cohh?
I will tell you, but you may find him hostile. To prepare for your encounter, there are certain things you must know. Very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was once entirely Greek. The architecture, the temples, and the people. When the Romans came, in typical fashion, they claimed it as their own, built over everything that could be built over, and renamed the things that could not. Thus, the Shrine of Persephone became the Shrine of Proserpine. And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead.
That's what the
And
different
city's
obelisks,
dwindling
or that's
Greek
what the different plaques
residents,
are.
witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, decided to preserve what they could of their heritage. They gathered their art and valuables, secreted them away through the temple of Demeter, and hid them here out of reach.
So first it was Egyptian, then it was Greek, then it was Roman, and they kept replacing them over and over. I'm with you so far.
However, there was one thing that always seemed out of place to me, and it is the very thing.
And maybe the fourth one was before
an even
Egypt.
older plaque bearing an Egyptian inscription.
How'd it get here?
We had no idea until years later, when the first of my friends began to die. As a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern to lay them to rest. We extended the tunnel so far that we accidentally discovered another, an even older tunnel, which somebody had gone to great lengths to keep hidden. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian plaque among our people's possessions. You see, we proud Greeks had thought the Romans beasts for stealing and corrupting our heritage. But it turns out this game has been going on much longer than any of us imagined. I think it is best you head through the catacombs and follow Kabash's trail.
Cool. Oh, man. What's in there?
There are certain things you must see.
I bet it's going to be like sarcophaguses.
Take
Sarcophagi?
this key. You'll need it to open the gate.
Thank you.
I enjoyed our chat, but please, keep my presence here a secret, yes?
I will. Oh, wait. Did that just go back to... I think that's the way out, isn't it? Okay, hold on. Sarcophagusi? Sarcophaguses. Mummies. Well, maybe not, but they look like mummies. Whoa. Okay. Is that a stone tent? What is this? Egyptian board game. Egyptian vases. Interesting. Oh! Oh! Different. That statue definitely looks different. It's not the same flesh stripped ones from the top. Okay. Huh. Yeah, maybe a mummy. Damn, dude. Egyptian plaque. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. Look at that. The exact same thing. No thanks. Yo, is that a weapon? Or is it a tool? Dude, Anubis. Was Anubis the doggo? Yeah. Oh, and that's Set, I think. Maybe? Is that a snake? Oh! Hi.
Stop. Do not come any closer. Who are you?
I'm Cohh. Who are you?
I am Kabash. And let me guess, another Greek or Roman come to loot and plunder the resting place of
Nope.
my ancestors.
Anubis was the doggo. Cool. I'm looking for an Egyptian plaque. Do I look Greek or Roman to you?
Trousers, boots, curious hair. No, I suppose you do not. Then what do you want?
I'm just looking for an Egyptian plaque.
To what end?
I want to return it to the obelisk.
That is welcome news. You really are not Greek or Roman, are you? I was planning to return it myself, but for now, I must remain. Here, take it and restore the honor of Osiris.
Oh, straight up hieroglyphics. Awesome. This was a little too easy.
Now, as for the other plaque.
The fourth plaque, you know about it?
Indeed, I have it right here. I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place to hide from the hungry children of Amit, and there it was.
May I have it?
You may not. In fact, I am about to destroy it.
Why?
Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie.
How so?
I will tell you, but first, do you know what this place is?
It's the underworld.
It has a name, and that is the Duat. See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story, and here is what I have learned. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and corrupted them. When they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as
Kurti.
they renamed to Charon. As if that desecration was not enough,
Dude!
they built over this place, using it as the foundation for their own underworld, so that ours was forgotten.
So,
My only solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the Romans rose to power, renaming Hades to Pluto, and the cycle began anew.
let me get this straight. The Egyptians had the underworld, Kurti, and that would ferry people to the underworld. And then all of a sudden, the Greeks come along with Hades, and then the Romans come along with Charon, who ferries people to the underworld. And now we have, in the current day, Karen, who ferries everyone's feelings to the underworld when she has to speak to the manager. This is all coming together. This is crazy. Exposed. I know. The logic floats? I think it does. And just like Kurti, just like Charon, whenever somebody sees Karen, they become extremely scared. They know death is coming. Oh man, this is wild. Okay. So what's the problem with the plaque?
It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris's name. But if that is so, it would imply the gods of Egypt are mere imitations too, copied and corrupted from an ancient people who prospered even before us. And that my people did to them what the Greeks and Romans did to us. But this, I cannot accept.
You mean your religion isn't the one true religion?
Perhaps it is the work of Seth,
That's crazy!
seeking to undermine Osiris once more.
I mean, the world has only had countless thousands of religions over its time. How can your religion be not the only one that's right? We probably shouldn't think about this too hard. I don't think our religions want us to do that, because then we'd realize that they're all kind of silly. Yeah, I don't know about this. Let's just clam up and destroy the tablet and go back to our own. Okay, great. Okay. What's the inscription say?
You will never know. This work of sacrilege must be destroyed, thrown into the black abyss below in Osiris' name.
All right, this isn't good. Please don't. Oh, well, since you asked nicely, I guess I won't. Stop, I need that?
You are too late.
No!
It is done.
No! Man, now I'm gonna have to go in after it.
You would plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness.
We'll see, but first I have some questions for you.
If it will help you to see reason, then ask.
What's your story?
I am from Rakotis, which you may
I'll go
know
get the
as
tablet later.
Alexandria, the name of the city the Greeks built over it. I was a fisherman,
Hey, Plastic
like my
Mono.
father before me. Since the Romans had taken over from the Greeks, I took the opportunity to learn Latin and eventually traveled to Rome. When the fires broke out last year, I tried to help. I gathered terrified locals into my boat and led many of them to safety farther along the Tiber.
Guys, the bowstring went
On
after the
my
tablet. Don't
seventh
think about it too
trip,
hard.
A passenger demanded I wait for his brother. But we were full to almost sinking, and smoke was all around
He's
us.
just helping us out.
I told him his brother would have to save himself, and he tried to bribe me by placing a coin into my hand. When I refused, he drew a dagger and thrust it between my ribs. I awoke on the banks of the river to a stranger wearing a ram headdress. He said his name was Kirti, and at the time, I simply thought him odd. It did not dawn on me until much later that he was the Kirti, the ram-headed ferryman described in the Book of the Dead.
One second. Do you know a way out of here?
This is where I belong, as caretaker of the memories of my people. If our ways are to be remembered, it falls to me.
Sorry, guys. Had a quick little thing come up, and I'm looking at something real quick. Okay. I think we're good. All right, cool. What do you think about the golden rule?
I think if someone is to break the golden rule,
Guys, not enough
it
stabbing
will
in
not
chat,
be
please.
me. For I try to live as I always have
Not
by
enough
the
stabbing in
command
chat,
of the goddess Ma'at. Do to the doer to make him do. As for the punishment that will come from it, I finally understand why it has long been said among my people that gold is the skin of the gods.
Oh. What do you think's down there?
I do not know. What could possibly lie beneath?
That's a lot of
the
stabbing
underworld?
in chat.
Perhaps it is infinite darkness. Perhaps it is the lair of Amit, the devourer of souls. All I know is it would be unwise to venture down there.
Oh my. That just makes me want to go down there even more.
Is everyone so contrary where you are from? Do not even consider it.
Tarquinius, chat is super stabby today. I agree.
Be gone from this place. Wait. You are planning to go down there. I see it in your eyes.
We'll see.
I urge you, return to the surface with the Romans. It will be safer for you.